Hey, legends, and welcome back to another Grow Leadership and Wellbeing podcast, where we talk gratitude, resilience, openness, and well-being. The four gears that keep life moving in the right direction. Today's episode was all about something that we can change on how we handle our challenges, how we actually speak up, and how we show respect to yourself and others. We call it the Gear Shift Challenge. See, every day you're switching gears, sometimes without actually even realizing it. One moment you're chilled, the next you're all fired up. But respect, it starts when you learn how to control that shift. So let's break it down a little bit. We have something that's called our first gear. First gear is where we push, we fire up, and we try and get there as fast as we possibly can, because that's the way we need to get ourselves into control. We have our third gear, and I like to call this our focused gear, and that's action. So you are pushing yourself, you are competing, you're maybe feeling a little bit of adrenaline, but you are actually thinking quite straight. Then we have fifth gear. We almost keep this like the calm, not really thinking about the gear. And sometimes we actually just go along with the flow. And sometimes our emotion can take the wheel. But here's the truth. None of these gears are actually bad. You need to know all of them, and it's about knowing when to be able to use them. Respect starts when you learn to shift, not just for others, but for yourself as well. In an ideal world, we would love ourselves to be in third gear all the time, because that's when we are focused the most. We don't want to be complacent in fifth gear, and we don't want to be all fired up and fueled, ready to go in first gear. We need to find that happy medium. So I'd like to talk to you about a session that I ran with a group of year 9, 10 boys last week. And I've got to say, they were unreal. All we did was we started with a simple game of keep you off. And the way the teams were broken down, there were 17 versus 4. So there was 21 people in total. That was including myself. And there was 17 students and 3 plus myself being the 4. And the aim obviously was just to try and keep the ball off the other team. Obviously, when we first got out there, we were fired up. We were ready to go because, we saw it as a bit of competition. Now, the team that had 17 players, they found themselves basically almost heading into straight away to fifth gear, which was that, that slow, reflective, not really thinking about things. And sometimes we find ourselves on the road like that too. Sometimes we actually find ourselves when we are sitting in traffic and all of a sudden we have reached our destination and we don't even know how we've actually reached there. The 4 of us, we remained in that focused moment. And the way the session panned out is the 4 of us were actually winning the game at the start. And you could see the gears changing in real time. Yes, we all hit that first gear. The team of 4 stayed in third gear, that focused gear, whilst the other team, sat in fifth. There was a lot of laughter. We kept it light. And then we got some competitive boom. And then a bad call or a shove, and all of a sudden, we're sitting in back to first or we're finding our way up to fifth. Afterwards, probably about 3 or 4 minutes later, we sat down and talked about it. The boys said that they could feel that switch, and the hardest part wasn't getting fired up. It was actually getting us into that focus phase. And that's where that respect starts, when you can cool yourself, where you can reset and you can lead from calm, not chaos. Now, the first time that we played, the 4 basically won the game. However, once we restarted the game, the boys that had 17 compared to 4 absolutely dominated because they remained in that focus phase. Whereas as much as the other team tried to keep up and try to get the ball back, we weren't able to. And therefore, we found ourselves stuck in that fifth, that, oh, well, that's just the way it's going to be. So something powerful came out of the chat after the particular game. And it's all about where we can speak up and talk about how we feel. And the boys said that sometimes struggle to tell teachers when they don't understand something. So think about that. Instead of saying, hey, I'm lost, they stay quiet or they act out, or that's another gear moment. Respect isn't just about how you treat others, it's how you handle yourself when you are frustrated. And the importance behind this message is we want to be able to find ways where we can speak up, ways that we can ask for help, and how we can actually show confidence without aggression. And one of the things that we spoke about was, do we give people respect to start off with, or do people have to earn respect? And the conversation around this was quite interesting because some said that they start with it and some says that they've got to earn it. And then the push came to me. They asked me, well, what about you, sir? And the conversations that I had with the kids was like, well, I know when I first walked in for the first time when I met you, you guys had my 100% respect to start off with. And then from there, it's up to you on what you do with that respect. If you listen, you tune in, participate, obviously that respect will continue to grow. If you don't listen, or if you're not engaged, or if you're rude to others, or whatever it might be, then obviously some of that respect starts to get lost. And some of them connected with that as well. It's important that we have to give everyone a chance. We have to be able to get ourselves in a position where, okay, let's not worry about what's happened in the past, but let's worry about the now. What can we do to need to show respect towards someone? And what can we do so that we are doing the same in return? And that's a part of the journey, helping us find a way to speak up, to ask for help, and show that confidence without getting aggressive. So I want to talk to you about a challenge that I would like for you to do this week. And I want you to think about your gears. When do you feel yourself move from calm to fired up? How do you get yourself into that third gear? How do you find yourself in that focused gear? What do you need to do? Do you take a breath? Do you walk away? Do you change the way you do things, your body language? And then, sometimes when we get into fifth gear and we're just idling along, well, we need to think about the respect, especially when it's hard to do so. And that is the challenge, because anyone can stay calm when things are easy. The actual real strength is staying respectful when things start to get tough, when things start to get a lot harder in life. And like I said, that works in that gear change phase. First, we're fired up. We need to get to our destination, or we need to accelerate to as fast as we can so that, we're not in the way of other people, I guess you could say. That third gear is that focus gear. That focus where we go, okay, now I'm actually really concentrating on what is happening now. And that fifth gear, like I said to you, that fifth gear is where there's no issues or dramas being in that fifth gear, but we don't want to be able to idle along through life. We want to be able to, make sure that we get back to that focus stage where we can have those conversations and which is actually going to be so much more powerful. Now, gratitude and action. So before we actually end up wrapping up today's episode, just want to take a moment to share some gratitude. Obviously, this week, I had the privilege with working with some year 9, 10 boys, and that was through Kelmscott Senior High School with the assistance of Minnewara House as well. I want to give a massive shout out to both of them, to the students for the way they showed up, and to the teachers who supported the space for these conversations to happen. The energy, honestly, and willingness to engage made this session so very powerful. And it reminded also me that respect doesn't just start with words. It starts with people around you who give you that chance to grow. And I'm really hoping that this group of boys will have that opportunity to be able to grow. And so obviously a huge thank you. You are what makes the Grow Code come alive. Thanks for tuning in to another Grow Leadership and Wellbeing podcast. Remember, gratitude, resilience, openness, and wellbeing aren't just ideas. They are your gears for life. Switch wisely. Respect starts here with you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.